and welcome back to today's show.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. We them boys. We them boys.
You ready?
Hey man, listen, Chris, that's a hell of a story, man. I can only hope that in 30 years from now that the players that Buckner have coached at Wakefield, man, will have a great story like that. To just segue from that, you guys know, since you guys have played, times have changed with the kids and then even basketball in general. And I think Kenya could probably speak to it because he's been coaching Division I basketball forever. But at the time, man, you guys was at Wakefield. You guys were like rock stars. Did any of you at any point ever in your career think about transferring and not going to Wakefield or leaving Wakefield when you were there?
I'll let Travis start off that, and then I'll finish the story.
Well, all I know is if I would have passed that test over at Episcopal, I would have never been at Wakefield. Out of 1,000 points, I only got 5.
Jesus Christ.
And the coach looked at me and said, "Good luck at Wakefield." But I tried to recruit Kenya on our 8th grade year because Big Head Walt, we played Red Top, and Walt had a humongous head.
Big
Walt.
Walt.
Yeah.
Hey,
He tried to
head
talk
on
us
him.
in. He tried to talk us into transferring, man. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Kenya,
Rayfield, did you know this?
Huh?
Did you know this about this Rayfield? This is the first time I'm hearing this. They
This
was
is the
gonna
first
leave.
time you hear that? Yeah, they tried to get me to go to Episcopal,
So,
and I was like,
So
yo.
we down on JV struggling. No, this was
going
before
into high school. Yeah,
Oh, going into high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wasn't gonna make
That's the only time that someone ever came to
I
Travis
went with you to
and I
TJ.
about.
You wasn't going to Episcopal. Nobody who takes shots for 6 periods. 6 periods you in shot class. Ain't no way you went to Episcopal. Your transcript wasn't right, bro. Hey man, they tried to send me there to summer school,
To put your
and
shake on.
I just couldn't pass the test, man. I told you out of 1,000, all I got was 5 points.
Hey, Travis, it was a good try, but it ended up right, man. No one transferring. And then after
Kenya
that,
got in. He ain't trying to tell you that Kenya got in. He had to cancel his subscription.
Hold on. But after that, there was no talk about leaving because we knew we had a good team. So from freshman year on, it was never a talk.
You was supposed to move, and you ended up moving with I forgot the
Tyrone.
Yep.
Yeah. So I will tell that story because that was kind of interesting. My dad and his church got moved to Philadelphia after my junior year, and so obviously I'm like, it's my last year of high school. It's no way that I can go to Philadelphia and try to start all over. And so, my parents ended up letting me stay with a friend of the family who was with the church, Tyrone Mitchell, Luada Mitchell and them. And so my senior year, I spent, with a friend of the family, and that all worked out for us because, what happened our senior year going to States, but there was no way that I was leaving after our junior year, going into my senior year to another team. So that was the commitment that we had. We from freshman year talking about how we could get down the States and do this. So
I think we wanted to leave a legacy, man, as far as every team that since we got there in '86, it was like Aaron B and those guys, Joe Lowe pretty much set the bar.
Yeah.
Joe Lowe set the tone for me, and I didn't even go to Wakefield.
Yeah, he set the tone, and then but I felt bad because his team didn't win the districts or win the regionals.
Right.
So then Aaron came along, Butt B, because he used to smell like ass in practice. So
Travis, you can't do that.
we used to call him Aaron Butt Beat. Oh, he know, man. We all grown, man. Shit, nigga smell like ass, man. So he tried to put some Polo cologne on, man, when we practice, man. I was like, man, who the hell in here running around
Well,
smelling
Buck,
like
there goes
Polo
our
and
show.
butt?
I'm not hearing nothing else but ass. That's all I'm hearing, Tony. He's still speaking, and all I hear is ass and butt.
Cause that's what the gym smell like, man.
Hey, hey, let's go back to Jolo real quick though. You guys remember? I don't know if you remember this, man. We all were Jolo fans.
Yeah.
They used to wear headbands. It was Jolo headbands with 24 on their headbands, man. This dude was who we aspired to be like. I know that for me, I was looking at him like everyone was talking about Jolo in the neighborhood, man.
Yeah, man.
And he took Wakefield to the next level as far as just that player that you like, oh man, idolized. Like he was the real deal. I think for all of us, we had those guys, especially in high school, but, that played professionally. But Joe Lowe was the guy at Wakefield who we idolized back in the day. I know I did. So
He's the reason
Shout out to
I
him.
wore number 24.
yeah. Yes, Joe Lowe put in that work. He put in that work, man.
I just wanted to make sure that when we left, we had something hanging in the rafters, man.
Right.
And Travis, one of the things that me and Buck did when we first got the job, man, we sat down and we knew the history of Wakefield for sure, and we wanted to make sure that you guys had that opportunity. And that's why what's behind you right now is your jersey that we wanted to make sure we honored you. And one of the first persons me and Buck talked about was Joe Lowe.
Yes, sir.
Joe Lowe, and then we had a criteria set because back then you made first team all region. That meant a lot. First team all region or higher. And I believe Travis is the only guy to do it as a junior and a senior at the time.
Yeah.
And so then Kenya came along and got his senior year. So Buck and I got a job. It was a no-brainer that Joe Lowe was going to somehow be remembered on the wall or wherever at school. And Buck can tell you right now, you guys don't know this, but we talk about the 1990 team, Joe Lowe and Kenya Hunter, Travis and Rayfield and Chris, all you guys almost daily at Wakefield now in 2020. So we really appreciate all you guys. And Joe Lowe, hands down, baddest dude I see put on a Wakefield uniform.
But let me go back real quick because I just listened to a story, and from what I just heard was the 1990 team was tainted because they had an ineligible player, a kid that didn't stay at home with his parents. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Is that what I heard?
Hey, we got to take the banners down.
I mean, well, let's ask the lawyer. What's the statute of limitations on that?
Not at all. It was fine. They ran it through the right, proper channels, I'm sure.
Did what we had to do.
Hey, Buck, you can't try to destroy the dynasty.
I would never. But when you say destroy the dynasty, now don't take this the wrong way. Okay, my older brother.
Yes.
With you guys.
You should.
We lived in the same house.
You should have been in Wakefield.
Hey, we lived in the same house. Shared the same bunk bed.
Yes.
He went to Wakefield.
You went to daggone WNL. You had to.
So mad when they told me I had to go to Washington Lee, but it worked out for me.
Why? Because you were sleeping on the top bunk or the bottom bunk, man? I'm confused.
I definitely had to sleep wherever he told me. If he wanted the top bunk that night, that's what he slept.
Yo, I was dead wrong for that back in the day, man.
I know, man.
They cut the valley.
That was bad.
I was living on Langley Street down in the valley. Across the street from me, Buki went to WNL.
Right, and I lived on Lowell.
Right across the street from each other.
I lived on Lowell. Kenya lived right down at the bottom. He was at Wakefield. Jackie Moore lived around the corner. He was at WNL. I was WNL.
Stephon lived right next door to me. He went to Wakefield.
He went to Wakefield.
Crazy. The guys on the other side of my street went to Yorktown.
That's when that zoning started coming into play down in the valley.
Busted to the north side, baby.
But I will tell you guys this, that when we got a job in 2002, that's when they switched everything. Everybody who lived in the valley went to Wakefield.
Word.
We got a lot of success.
Yeah. Y'all imagine if they only had one high school.
That's what we always talk about, like TC Williams,
Yo, there's some bad jokers.
If we had one high school, be a lot of dudes sitting on the bench. That was really good.
Yeah, me. I'm glad. You know what? I take that back. I'm glad we ain't have one in high school.
I didn't want
at the time.
Yeah. No, hey, and so to go into that, you guys, you know how much respect we have for you guys, even though we're peers and we played against and everything. The respect was always there. We played against each other one time in high school. Travis came down and did a reverse dunk. He got a tech because he hung on the rim, and immediately I walked over to y'all's bench and I dapped Travis down, was telling him that was a hell of a dunk. I know y'all remember that.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't do it. You can't do that, Tony. You can't do
not
that.
now. You can do it back in the day. Well, Kenya, you know, we
Yeah,
tried
you're
to do Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson. We kissed before the
Yeah,
game.
I don't know what we
Hold that.
were thinking back in the day.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait,
hey, Chris, come on, man.
Let
Don't
me
start,
know.
Chris. Don't even
Listen,
start.
okay,
Hey,
everybody who's gonna be watching this video.
we did that.
Let's hear the story, Chris.
I
We
grew
did
up
that.
with Tony Bentley and Kenya Hunter. Everybody on here I grew up with.
Yes.
That game when y'all kissed it on the cheek, I had no idea.
Hey,
I
hey,
looked
from,
and said,
hey,
what
hey, Trav, from my angle, I saw this.
Oh,
That's the angle
Hey,
I
Bob.
saw.
You didn't see
Bob.
that.
Hey, I went back to the bench and said, whoa, oops, I don't know what's going on out there.
Yo,
yo, but much
Yo.
respect for that, Joe. Because I had no idea.
We ain't tell
Hey,
nobody, man. We was trying to be Magic and Isaiah, man.
Magic and Isaiah back in the
But
day, bro.
Kenya can tell you, and you guys know we all grew up together. But when that ball went up in the air, we tried to kill y'all. Y'all tried to kill us. But when it was
Yeah.
over,
Oh yeah. Oh
it
yeah.
was over. We was at McDonald's together on the Pike. You know what I mean?
We never got to know shoving, pushing matches, man. That was
Never.
we
Never.
kept that on the floor and then we hung out later, man.
Yep. But
Hang
we always
out
play
later.
hard.
Yes, sir.
We always play hard. So with that said, I just
Which
wanted
one is yours?
I wanted to just get you guys just your take on when you guys heard that
Take it in.
Buck and myself was going to take over the program. What
The hell is
as,
kicking
as, as generals, what'd you
Yeah.
guys feel about that?
I said, I said, man, we beat their ass so bad that they wanted to come be a part of Wakefield.
You ain't lying.
I absolutely loved it because I don't know if y'all know, I follow every last one of y'all.
Yeah.
Time we graduated to this very moment, and
Yeah.
I've watched what y'all I've watched how y'all have grown into men. You know, I see your
Families.
beautiful man. It is a great thing. So the
Yeah.
moment
Great.
I found out that Tony was coach, and then I saw Buck, and I saw Andre, I'm like, yo, he bringing family in. He's bringing family in, and he's going to make this thing work. So
Yeah, man.
I have been a bigger Wakefield fan now
Wow.
than I was back in '90, because that's real, Tony. That's
Yeah, man.
a good
Yeah.
look. And
Y'all showed a lot of love for each other, man. And
sure,
then y'all
man.
showed love for us, man. And that
Y'all
made-
keep
that made
pushing,
it
man.
work. Yeah. Hey,
all
Tone,
the
man,
haters and distractors, man.
It-
Suck ass.
if it wasn't for you, Tone, I wouldn't have never had this jersey retired with Barack Obama.
I can't
signature in
see
the
it,
middle.
Travis.
That's right. Look at that. Yep.
The 44.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
see,
sir.
you see Barack Obama's signature in there.
Yeah.
That don't say
And I-
Barack Obama.
Yeah, it do.
I don't know what the hell that said. It looked like some Rayfield
Hey,
right
man.
on his
I,
face.
I thought this shit said both.
Hey,
What?
man. Hey, man.
What you thought it said?
Travis,
Okay.
don't chime in, man. Cause listen, man. I
Hey,
love you,
Tony,
man.
Tony, hey, Tony
Okay,
and I
man.
know that's a true
You
story,
knew I
man.
wouldn't be here no.
Absolutely.
Tony, the only one to know that's a true story, man.
It is Barack Obama's signature.
Barack Obama came to Wakefield, and
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Tony
right.
gave him a 44 jersey, and they gave the shit back to him.
I tried to get him to sign this. He wouldn't sign it.
Yeah, they said he can't sign anything.
Yep.
I heard that from Tony, and I went to the Don's little son. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
his name. He was doing the speaking for him, and I said, "Yeah, I said you got to know the rule about life." He said, "What is that?" I said, "What you doing for Barack Obama?" He said, "I'm speaking for him." I said, "Well, in this world, if you do something for somebody, they got to do something for you." And he said, "Okay, what should I have him do?" And I said, "Here, have him sign this jersey."
Shit, that's
True
amazing.
story.
man,
True story.
Man, and he signed the jersey and gave it to Tim. That's his name. He gave it to Tim.
Tim Spicer.
Tim Spicer.
Yeah.
And then Tim was down in the big gym lobby, and I was at the cafeteria lobby. And he said, "Yo, Travis!" Like Rocky. He held the jersey up, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, he got it signed!" And I was so proud to get that jersey. I broke it. I broke
in a whole lot of work for 4 chicken breasts and 2 burgers. God,
Wait, I mean, he interrupted our show. He cooking and stuff, man.
Hey, y'all went past the time because Rayfield couldn't log on right.
He's frozen right now. Look.
Well,
It's dinner time around here. I got family to feed, bro.
You guys know it's been 30 years, and there's a lot of people that just want to know and get the inside take on how you guys felt.
Where we going?
Into the fourth quarter, up 15 points.
No, 13, Tony. Come on, man. Don't do that to us.
I just want to know how you guys felt. I said you guys, how you felt going in, knowing that Wakefield's a running team. That's how you got there. And I'll tell you this real quick, guys, before y'all start.
Have a drink to that.
In 1990, I remember that game. I was there at William & Mary, and you guys were on your horses, and you was running, and you was doing your thing. And somehow the game got slowed down. And you guys, just hold on. And you guys end up losing that game. So let's flash back. In 2013, I had a team similar to you guys. And we were playing in the regional championship game, and we are up 22 points going into the fourth quarter. And all that stayed in the back of my mind was 1990. And I let my guys continue to play, and we lost in overtime. So I just want to know, and the people out there that followed you guys back then, how did you guys feel going into the fourth quarter up by 15 in the state semifinal game?
Well, let me chime in real quick, but you got to remember, okay? There's no such thing as a shot clock in the state of Virginia.
Right.
No.
So when you're up 15 in the fourth quarter, whatever it may
13, Buck. Come on, man. 13.
you don't have to shoot the ball. I understand.
Yes.
But once Uncle Mo gets on your shoulders, woo, it's hard to fight it back, man.
Hey, Buck. That year, going into the fourth quarter, our fans, like, they traveled with y'all. They was traveling there because it was the first time in 21 years we were doing this.
Yeah. I traveled, my man.
We were there.
And I remember in the fourth quarter, all you heard was, the Wakefield stomp.
Yes, sir.
The Wakefield stomp.
Yes, sir.
Now, that was the start of the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened at the end of the game, okay?
All I heard was your coat and leave. Your coat
and leave. Yeah, I remember. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
We were, you know what? Maybe Travis Tall or one of these guys in time. I don't know what happened. We were running the hell out of
I don't think anyone knows, Chris.
Because that was our thing. No one, because Belgium ran us so hard in practice. He didn't care. There was no water breaks. You're going to run till practice is done. So we kind of really thrived on the fact that we're going to outrun anybody we play.
Yeah.
Then the decision came down.
Four corners.
4 corners. I said, what's that? Because we never, I don't know what that is.
We ran it one time in practice.
Yeah, did we run it in practice?
One time in practice.
One time.
Junior year, I think. Junior year.
And Coach, if you watch, I'm not blaming you. I love you, man. But I still need to know. Hey.
Well, he came into the room after the fact and explained what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
He felt bad, and he said that, he was trying to put the game in his big guns' hands, and which was, the main scorers, because that offense
that was not me.
Geared for Kenya, myself, and Rayfield. But at the same time,
you know what you meant, Travis.
What?
You're so extra with it, man. We knew who you were talking about. Go ahead and finish your story, Travis.
The three amigos.
Yeah, I'm being humble, man. You know what I'm saying?
Humble.
It was built for the Three Amigos, and we never practiced it really, and we didn't really have a game plan like we did for South Lakes. If we would have went
Mhm.
in there with the mindset of a game plan like we did for South Lakes, we would have blew out took the state championship home. But we ran a play that was geared for the Three Amigos, and they was equipped for it, man. And we didn't have an answer for it. And by the time we tried to get back into Louisville and Indiana, the momentum was gone, and the crowd was yelling Bayside.
Coach took a lot of unfair shit for that, though, man.
Yeah, he did.
He
He
did.
He
did.
took a lot of unfair
He
shit. for that.
did. He did.
Yeah,
he
nobody
did.
felt
He
worse
hasn't
than
been.
he
Remember, he wasn't there in 21 years, so it was
Right.
still all new to him as well.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think-
so he took a lot. I mean, I could just remember just going places like the Brawler, McDonald's, whatever the case may be, and they questioned an 18-year-old kid like, "What happened? What
Yeah.
what was y'all doing?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Call Kenya. I don't know. I don't know. Ask Kenya.
Well, we're gonna ask.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say this about Belgium, man. We all have had our stories, but and you guys gonna say I was his favorite, but I think all of us in his eyes in that season, man. But that guy, man, he pushed us to the limit.
Woo, have mercy.
And
Yes,
and me being in coaching now, you kind of like you think it's gonna work. You go with different decisions. That's the way you learn. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Some of the decisions you make, you look back on and you're like, why did I do that? But at the end of the day, that doesn't take away, the caliber of coach that he was.
Absolutely.
How he pushed us to get better, getting us there in the first place. And everyone had their role on the team. And that's what I remember is like everyone had their role on the team. And we had good culture at the time, and that means a lot. So at the end of the game, we could have done some stuff. I know at the end of the game, I missed 2 front ends of 1-on-1. So if I took care of my business, and maybe we wouldn't have lost that game. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't put that on him as much as I'll put it on myself and me making those 2 free throws that I should have probably made because, I made those at the end of the game, but that game I didn't. So, but as
Right.
far as the caliber of coach, that guy's won a lot of games. And I'm just telling you, like,
He's a smart man. He's a smart coach.
smart
man.
guy, man. Smart guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was more upset than he was. after
Yeah,
that game.
he was hurt. He was hurt.
He was upset.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kenya was hurt too. He sprawled out on the floor. We had to pick Kenya up with a spatula.
Is that who it was?
No,
Yeah.
but
Is
who
that,
cried the
is
most?
that who it was? Is that who it
Mark
was?
Miller.
Who?
Mark Miller hurt.
It was Mark Miller.
Hey, we're not gonna go personal here because
Yeah.
it probably could have been Travis. We laughed about what Travis was doing, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Travis was the guy, the one to stay in trouble sometimes.
Oh, the bad
Right,
boy.
Trav?
The bad boy.
Not the bad Travis, not 44 Travis, not 12.
I thought I was the bad Travis. Yeah.
No, you're not. You're not.
Travis is the bull.
Hey,
Hey, look, I want to ask a question.
Travis
How we
talk-
come up with the nicknames, man?
Or the announcer did that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was
Yeah,
some cool
what
stuff.
What was your
man.
nickname, Travis?
Travis the Bull,
That was Bull. Chris was what? Big Heavy? Is that what he was?
Big
What was
Heavy,
I?
Big heavy.
the
He was
General,
the general.
Oh, that's right.
Rayfield
Okay.
was Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea,
And Travis
Sweet
was
Pea?
Iceman, right?
Sydney
And I
was
was the
Silky
Iceman.
Smooth.
Hey, I remember
Silk
Sydney's
Smooth.
name.
Silky Smooth.
Silky Smooth.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
junior.
Yeah,
Hey
Listen, I
man,
want to give a
listen.
shout out to those guys who listen. That 89-90 season, that 88-89 season was special too.
Good team.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It was a good team. Big
Yeah.
Billy Cross, Sidney, Glenn Michael.
Billy Cross.
Yo, man, Billy Cross.
Billy
man.
Cross.
6
Yeah,
I
man.
think that year you guys won the championship for the first time since 1982.
We
Right.
went 20-3, man.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
Y'all
hey,
junior year
let me
was
interrupt you
awesome.
guys real quick because I was telling somebody the story during a text about the state semifinal game that you guys lost. And somebody just texted me and said, ask Kenya and Travis about the party they had the night before.
Oh man,
Wow. Who called
Man.
about that, man?
Who
Hey,
did
man.
that? Hey, Buck,
man.
that's
Stop
wrong.
lying,
Buck.
Joe. Ain't
Buck
nobody
lying.
text
Buck.
back.
I just got a text, man, so I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Buck.
Yo.
Hey, Buck. I got the same text.
Hey, so,
Hey, man.
hey, let
I
me
didn't
tell
know
you
we
something.
going to. This show not even live.
Not even live yet.
I didn't think that was ever gonna get out.
Travis would not run from a party. I can tell you that.
Yo.
Travis was always in the parties.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Jingle Bell.
So let me ask you a
Yes,
question.
our two
Travis,
leaders party.
was Travis y'all Dennis Rodman? Did
And
he
because
go to
I
Vegas
was
for
trying to
48
be a
hours?
leader, I had to go with him and make sure that he was going to be okay.
So, okay.
Right,
So
Ray?
Travis,
Ray?
Travis
yes.
was Dennis Rodman. Kenya was Michael Jordan, and y'all went and got him out the hotel room?
No, come on, man.
I'm just trying to figure out how
See,
it
there
sound like to me.
Pretty much something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
like that.
man.
Hey, if Kenya was Jordan, he was telling the story about Bill Cartwright.
Yeah. I was
Hey,
his
Chris.
Bill Cartwright.
You were my Bill Cartwright.
I was his Bill
bro.
Cartwright.
Oh, my goodness.
Say,
my
Coach,
goodness.
everything sounds good other than the part Chris getting the ball. We can do all that you said, Coach.
That was hilarious.
Don't touch the ball. Chris get the ball.
That's what Mike
Go get
said.
the
Mike
ball.
said, "Hey, ain't no reason he had the ball in the last 10 seconds."
Hey, Buck, real talk. You want to look at somebody who was scared to death to touch the ball with a minute left? Well, you're looking at him. I was like, please don't give me the ball and foul me because I'm going to miss it. And I don't want to hear heart beating, Joe. Yo.
Oh, sweaty palms. Chris was
Sweaty
all
palms.
I get the ball.
Hey,
I think I was
Chris,
the only
come on.
center. I think I averaged about 12, 13 assists a game. I passed the ball. Ain't won it.
Oh, man.
Hey, you're fouling at the rim, though.
Yo, all day long, you go up and try to dunk on us, Joe. You're getting slammed on your neck.
You fouling at the
that
rim.
wasn't happening.
Before
That
we
wasn't
get you
happening.
guys out of here,
Belgian
man,
coach that.
I know it's two people you guys probably want to at least give a shout out to, and that's Bernhardt and Tom, who
Word.
Yes.
ever.
Yeah.
I know how you guys feel. You know,
And
Coach
Glasgow.
Buck is
Oh,
that way with our
Alan
guys.
was
Alan Glasgow.
Oh,
Alan and
Glasgow as
Angela.
well, too. He was your freshman coach, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alan was.
So I
Alan.
you can talk about those guys real quick because those are Wakefield legends.
Come on, Travis Tall. Let Travis Tall. Travis, go ahead.
Come on,
Hit
with it,
him
bro.
from
Come on,
freshman
brother
year.
Tall.
Too busy
Let's go,
laughing.
Trav.
This is good. No, Alan was actually, I met him when football. He was a quarterback coach. So that's when I first met him. But then we had him as a freshman coach. I don't know if you guys remember, my father died my freshman year, right after the football season. So having friends like you guys, having Alan as a coach, I meant everything in the world to me. So, I mean, I'm sitting here now. I know I'm quiet just because I'm remembering all these friendships and all these good times I had. And it's, you talk about it now, Tony, the teams you have, and I've come and seen your teams play in Wakefield. I mean, it's awesome, man, to see you guys playing that hard, playing as well as you do. And I know the friendships that you guys are making. So it's been a pleasure. I mean, this whole thing, Chris called me a little before you did this, let me know this was happening. I can't, I'm so glad that I did chime in. But great coaches, Coach Tom, the JV coach. We had a great year. We won the districts our sophomore year. Yeah, I can't say enough about these guys. Guys you
Coach
think
Tom.
back on and really had an impact on our lives.
The greatest statistician in the world. I'm trying to tell you. Did I say that right? Statistician?
Statistician, yeah.
Them drinks kicking in. Them drinks kicking in, Chris.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
Crown
The
Royal
man,
and
yo,
now
he
kicking in.
keeps some scores and some points, Joe. He did that.
Coach Tom?
Coach Tom.
Okay.
One thing I can say
thought
about
Frank
that.
had better stats than Coach Tom.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you. But Coach
One thing
Alan
about
was
those
a
guys,
hell of a
man.
coach.
Yeah,
he was cool, smooth, presses hard. But don't forget about Angelo. He coaches in the summer leagues.
Yeah.
Angelo Hunt?
Yeah.
Hey, remember this phrase? You gotta get up in this giblets.
Yes. But remember, see, Tony, back then, I know you all remember. Our coaches, listen, we all from the South Side. Parents didn't have much. Cars they would start sometimes they wouldn't. We had depend on others for the rides. Angelo, Allen, all these guys pitched in, went pick players up, took them home. I remember riding with Papa Hunter came and picked me up a couple times.
Yes, sir.
Mon Dukes, Mon Spencer came and picked me up a couple times. So the way we gel, and to touch on what Travis Tall said, it was so special for me, so not to get off subject, but my senior year, y'all remember, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. So that year was very hard for me. It was very hard for me. And she couldn't attend any of my games because she was so sick. But
Right.
that year was so special, man. With these guys and just other mothers and dads stepping up, and the coaches as well. So for me,
Amen.
that's why I think I hold these guys so dear, Coach. You know what I'm saying, Tony and Buck?
Yeah.
And that's what made it so special, because it was so many trials and tribulations. We were all going through so many things at that time that we were able to pull it all together and still make it special. So for me,
Absolutely.
that's why I still hold on to it. No ill feelings, no hard feelings about us losing, but just the memories and talking about it, man, and the good times we had, how Travis and Kenya went out there and partied like they was 21 years old right before the championship game. You know what I mean? I'm rambling right now, but
Hey Chris,
we'll kick it in.
Hey Chris, don't forget about Ray from the Coach Little League for Red Top.
Oh, I wasn't with Red Top. I was with the Cubs, me and Travis.
Wait, you talking about Ray Nay?
Ray Nay.
Ray Nay.
Yeah, Ray
Big Ray
Nay.
Nay.
He was coaching Optimus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlton was our Red Top coach.
Who played for Ray Nay?
Me and Ray.
My cousins played for Ray Nay because he's older. Like Ray Nay, he was later.
We
Right.
played on Optimus. We played on Optimus B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ulysses and it was on Optimus
Ulysses,
B
yeah,
on
Goody
A.
was on A, wasn't he? Goody was on 18 with
Yeah.
Crawford Palmer.
Yeah,
and
that was
Quinn, Eric and Mark
yeah.
Whitman.
That was the
Yeah.
Republican team, and we was the Democratic team.
Yeah, when Travis went to Optimus, yeah, I said, yeah. They got the final piece of that puzzle now. Yeah. Optimus.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go back to the coaching, man. One thing about those guys, man, from freshman year all the way up, even from the freshman coach to the JV coach, all of them ran the same thing. So it was an easy transition to go from freshman to JV to varsity. They wasn't running their own individual plays. We ran Louisville as a freshman, Indiana, BC,
I love
and
it.
we
BC.
and we ran it as juniors. And I mean on JV, and then by the time we got to varsity, man, you either had to perfect it or you was in the crowd eating some popcorn watching us play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still do it the same way. When me and Buck was coaching at WNL, Buck was the freshman coach, I was a JV coach, and Dobson was varsity. We was there a long, extended amount of time. And we did that. We had a lot of success, and we stole that from Wakefield because it was Belgian and Bernhardt on varsity, Tom on JV, and then you had Glasscock for a while. I think the freshman coach changed every once in a while, but there was always consistency with Bernhardt, Tom, and Belgian at Wakefield, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I think honing the skills on each level, man. By the time you got to be a senior, man, we had it perfected, and the main thing we could do was just go out there and execute to the best of our ability, man.
Yeah.
Word up.
Hey,
this was great, fellas.
This was great. Again, Buck and Tony, man, this is just getting us back on the line together, man, like this. This is unbelievable.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, it's good to see everyone's healthy. You know,
Yes.
obviously with this pandemic going on, you know, everything is slowed down. And for us to be able to get back and to do this with these guys, I really appreciate you two having us on. And like I said, man, you guys have done great things for Wakefield and continued success. But this team right here, man, Travis, Chris, Rayfield, like I started looking at my media guy, man, and I'm looking through all those interviews and stuff, man. I was like, oh my God, some of the stuff, I know you guys don't remember everything, but it was amazing. Travis does. I don't. So when I read some of those articles and stuff, man, the success we had, the things we went throughout the season, some of the games that we lost, but the unbelievable run to the States was great, man. It was unbelievable feeling. So I appreciate it. I love all you guys, man.
And to touch on what
Yes, sir.
But I got to do one thing before I always do something before I sign off. And
What's
I
that, Buck?
I go back through my phone and everything, and every once in a while I find a picture of somebody.
Oh shit!
Man, is that one of them kids from Africa, man?
Yeah.
He sits today.
Is that Rodney in the back?
Rodney.
Hey, see, that's the only thing is these two got so much stuff on me that's the only thing, man. Growing up together, that's unbelievable.
Tony, you and Buck, do
Hey.
me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor. Whenever y'all, when you're doing your coaching, just make sure that you explain to your guys during this time, especially on special runs that y'all have made in the past couple of years, to make sure they stay a tight unit.
Yeah.
It feels so good knowing that it's been 30 years. I can reach out to Travis Tall, Travis Spencer, Kenya Hunter, Rayfield Boyd, you and Buck. I got all your numbers on speed dial.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And to me, a lot of people can't say that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've known these guys for over 40 years, and we still talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing their thing in their own way, and for me, that's something that you just can't replace. That's something that just you can't let go of. If I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Nah, you making big sense, man. You're making big sense, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you guys, man, I don't even know if I could even made it through what I was going through. And I know y'all seen the documentary. So if it wasn't for you guys, man, giving me the love that y'all did, like I say, man, I don't even know if I could have did it. I don't even know if I could have do it again. But I know going through it, y'all pushed me and y'all took my mind away from everything. And y'all, we was like a family. And that's one of the things we always said, family and tight. Together, tight, family, anything that represented a unit. That's what we said coming out the huddles. And we carried that over into our friendships. So I just want y'all to know, man, y'all always got a piece of my heart. So I appreciate it.
Just a shout out to Ray and Travis, special ed teachers.
Hey, Blade.
Wait, we might go one more time to end the show, man. That's good. We gotta go one more time to end the show.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Travis and Ray, the only dudes I know from the senior year had to buy 20 crayons.
Yeah, I said, Buck and Tone, I appreciate the love of y'all bringing us all together like this. You gotta keep in touch, keep it going, man. This was up.
Absolutely.
But you only get one life.
Yes, sir.
And like
come on, Travis Tall, what we got, baby?
All right, so whoever said we'd get in our little huddle, we'd break. Sometimes we say family. That's what it is, and that's how I feel about it. Tony, I've known you since Williamsburg. We share a birthday.
Yes, sir.
I've always considered you a good friend. So, Buck, I don't know you that well, but I know you're a great guy. From these other guys. But it's a family. Like I said, we all went through some stuff during high school, but we all stuck together. And even now, 30 years later, we're still hanging out and laughing and having fun. I mean, that doesn't happen too much.
Hey, Travis Paul, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I know you don't know Buck that well, but he's younger than us. Don't he look bad?
Well, I was gonna say you all look older than me. I thought black didn't crack, and I'm the one that
Hey, I think it's one of my old school teachers when I first. Who the hell is that?
Nah, but really, I couldn't be happier to have you guys as friends, and I'm more proud. So keep it up. Hope we do this in another 10 years. So
yes,
and I'm gonna just throw this out there to you real quick, Chris. If your man didn't dye his hair before he came on the show, he looked just like you.
Travis. That's that chestnut brown dye for men.
Hey, man,
Just
it's
for
just
men.
for men. You know,
Just
what I'm
for
saying?
men.
I got to keep my edge. When I turn 50, Buck, I'm gonna look just like you, man.
Hey, Travis, I remember coming back telling you one time because we used to go to the same barber, and you got your hair cut first, and I got in the chair next. I had all this black shit in my hair after you got your hair cut.
Got him.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
man.
man.
Yo,
Hey, man, I'm
good,
gonna
man.
tell Rufus you lying on him like that, man. You know Rufus would have cleaned them clippers.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Hey.
Hey, speaking of that, man, me and Rufus created that temp fade, man.
Yeah, you definitely did. Travis, the only one had that joint.
They used to tease me, talking about
man.
who walking around with a half a haircut.
That temp favors. Hey, listen, man, I rocked that thing
You
for
started
a long time, man.
Hey Chris,
I
you
ain't
ain't
got
rock
nothing now.
shit. Look at you right now, man.
Huh?
You wasn't rocking shit back in the day. Look at you now.
Hey, Kenny.
Look, what happened to you, man?
No, like, I used to have dreadlocks down past my shoulder.
You did have. That is
Yes.
right.
And my wife used to wake up like, Chris, you lost another one. Yo, I'm not looking like the Predator. Let's go.
You cut it off.
I should never went from cornrows to dreadlocks. That was my biggest mistake, man.
Cause you start having a little deal up
Listen,
here, right?
Hey, Kenya, real story. I shouldn't be telling this, but listen. I got the dreadlocks. Call myself, yeah, I'm like that now. Went to a club with a vest with no shirt on, a gold chain.
You please send me a picture.
Yes, I was that Bama. And no problem. No problem.
Oh man.
Love y'all, man.
Oh,
Love you too, man.
Hey, it's
love
been
you
real
guys,
good, man. We'll send a shout out to Everett Powell, James
Everett
Stewart,
Powell, James Stewart,
Sean Lewis,
Sean Lewis,
Hackley,
Fathead George Henderson.
Fathead George Henderson.
He was on the picture.
George.
Oh, don't forget Anthony Orr.
And Orr had a good game in the semifinals and regionals.
He did.
Don't forget Mark Mill. Don't forget M&M.
Mark Miller.
Mark Miller.
Yeah.
I'm taller than Travis. There's no reason I should not have been doing jump ball.
Yeah, you're right about that.
There's no reason other than I cannot jump. I'm taller than Travis, and I was not jumping ball. I was not last in the layup line.
Hey, we had a kid this year, 6'8", didn't jump ball for us. Hey, Chris, so he's number 2 behind you, 6'8".
Y'all got to bring that up.
Legit 6'8".
Yeah.
And he did not jump ball for us, and he was not last in the tip drill.
Say, so somebody wanted to follow.
I'm gonna reach out to him and give him a hug.
Yeah. Hey,
you know the feeling.
When he came to us, I tried to give him number 52, but he ain't like that number.
No, okay. I didn't want 52. I wanted 44.
But you remember?
Let me let that be known.
I tried.
I wanted 4 because 4 is my favorite number. I couldn't have 4. I knew that was the guard's number. I wanted 44, but of course that went to Spencer for hire. They told me I had 2. They'll just say you got 52 or 54 or you don't play. Which one is it? Which one is we really don't need you like that. 52 or 54.
I pull up like how you pull up, baby? How you pull up? How you pull up? I pull up. Step in the kitchen. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So bitch, put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing. I'm ready to hop out on a nigga, get the bus. Know you heard me say you play, you late, don't make me push the butt. Full of pain, dropped enough tears to fill up a fuck. Going for buggers, I bought a chopper. I got a big drum and hold 100. Going for nothing, I'm ready to air it out on all these niggas. I can see I'm running. She talked to my mom, she hit me on FaceTime just to check up on me and my brother. I'm really the baby, she know that the youngest son was always guaranteed to get the money. Okay, let's go. She know that the baby boy was always guaranteed to get the loot. She know what I do, she know if I run from it, I'ma pull it out and shoot. PTSD, I'm always waking up in cold sweats like I got the flu. My daughter a G, she saw me killing it in front of her before the age of 2. And I'd kill another nigga too. Before I let another nigga do something to you. As long as you know that, don't let nobody tell you different, daddy love you. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So bitch, put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. Keep a Glockin' when I ride in the Suburban. Cause the codeine had a young swerving. I got the mop, watch me wash them like detergent. And I'm ballin', that's why it's diamonds on my jersey. Slide on outside and flip the block back, yeah. My junior popped them and left him lopsided, yeah. We spin his block, got the rebound in his robbing. For me one time, you can't cross me again. 1,200 horsepower, I get lost in the wind. If he talking on it, y'all depend, dolls and take his chin. Maybach SUV for my refugees. 5 blocks in the hood, put money in the streets. I was solo and the ops called me at the gas station. Had it on me 30,000, thought it was my last day. But they ain't even want no smoke. If I had to choose it, murder would she roll? Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop guard with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a Glock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So bitch, put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a Glock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So bitch, put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing. I'm ready to hop out on a nigga, get the bus. Know you heard me say you play, you late, don't make me push the butt. Full of pain, dropped enough tears to fill up a fuck. Going for buggers, I bought a chopper. I got a big drum and hold 100. Ain't going for nothing, I'm ready to air it out on all these niggas. I can see I'm running. She talked to my mom, she hit me on FaceTime just to check up on me and my brother. I'm really the baby, she know that the youngest son was always guaranteed to get the money. Okay, let's go. She know that the baby boy was always guaranteed to get the loot. She know what I do, she know if I run from it, I'ma pull it out, shoot. PTSD, I'm always waking up in cold sweats like I got the flu. My daughter a G, she saw me killing it in front of her before the age of 2. And I'd kill another nigga too. Before I let another nigga do something to you. As long as you know that, don't let nobody tell you different, daddy love you. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a Glock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So bitch, put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop.
Keep a Glockin' when I ride in the Suburban. Cause the codeine had a young swerving. I got the mop, watch me wash them like detergent. And I'm ballin', that's why it's diamonds on my jersey. Slide on outside and flip the block back, yeah, yeah. My junior popped them and left him lopsided, yeah, yeah. We spin his block, got the rebound in his ramen. For me one time, you can't cross me again. 1,200 horsepower, I get lost in the wind. If he talking on it, y'all depend, dogs will take his chin. Maybach SUV for my refugees. 5 blocks in the hood, put money in the streets. I was solo when the ops called me at the gas station. Had it on me 30,000, thought it was my last day. But they ain't even want no smoke. If I had to choose it, murder would she roll?
Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini,